Hey everybody. So today we're going to be talking about the teaching pyramid as described by PBS, Positive Behavior Sport. So this pyramid has 4 levels. I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up, and we're going to talk about how everyone who works with the child is important. You have the teacher, but not just the teacher, everyone who works at the school, the parents, the family, anyone who's working with the child, maybe after school, a coach, or in an after-school care program, and how everyone can work together with using this teaching pyramid to really help the child flourish. So at the bottom of the pyramid is they say positive relationships, how it is just crucial. This is the foundation of the pyramid, to have positive relationships. Now, this means positive relationships through the teacher, to the child, through the teacher, through the parents, through everyone who is going to be involved with this child and the child's family. It's very important. For example, it makes a huge difference when a child walks into the room and you take that time to notice them. Say, "Hey Charlie, how's it going? Oh, did you have your soccer game yesterday? How was that?" Just small things like that really make a difference. Then the child knows that you really care about them and you're noticing them. That's really crucial. Also, it's not seen as much in elementary schools, but in the pre-K centers and VPK, so any of those younger childhood centers, having that open door policy so that all the parents' family can just come in anytime they want and just, "How's my child doing?" They can visit them, and especially at that age, I think it's really hard for parents and the families to kind of let go of some of that control and time with the child. And even though it's really a positive way, they still want to be involved. So having the parents be involved at all levels with the child, that's really going to be great. And then if you start to notice anything, any behavior issues, it's so much easier just to talk to the parents once you have that foundation started. You could be just every day saying something positive that the child is doing, or what they're really great at, what you've noticed about them, and that's really going to give you the foundation, which again, positive relationships is the foundation. So it's going to give you that foundation, so where then if anything does happen, if you really need to move on up to an intervention for a child, you have that set and you can move on from there. Next on the pyramid, the second level from the bottom, is the supportive classroom environments. These are also crucial. Having a classroom where the children, you need them to feel that they're a part of it. It's not the teacher's classroom, it's the class's room. Having the children know what's expected of them. So when you tell them, "Okay, we're going to go do centers," and they know where they can go, you have a community set up with rules. Everyone understands what their job is in the room. Everyone feels valued within the room. That's just so important, because when these children take pride in their room, they see their artwork on the walls, and they know that they're a part of it. It's just a lot more of a positive environment for the teacher, for the parents who come in, and especially, most importantly, for the children. Moving on up the pyramid is the third from the bottom, is social and emotional teaching strategies. These are great strategies for the teacher just on how to interact with the children and how to interact, I think, in some ways with the parents, but also as teachers, sometimes we have to share our knowledge of what's developmentally appropriate and what's really good practice, and share these social emotional teaching strategies with the parents. And a lot of times it's easy to become impatient with our own children Even though I'm not a mom, I understand. And it's a great thing for teachers to share in a positive way, not try to be too, here's how you need to talk to your children, but how to really make that difference and how to be a role model for these children. So again, when they walk in the room, hey Charlie, how you doing? And just how to, it's very important to understand, as we've seen in some of the videos, how to treat a child and how to interact with a child when things do go wrong. So that little boy who was throwing himself on the ground and would not take a nap. Okay, so he's not going to take a nap. He's not going to rest. What can we do? Let's get down on the child's level first. Let's, rub their back, make them feel that their feelings are okay. We understand their feelings. We care enough to listen. We care enough to really think about it, but where can we go from here? That's really important. And I think as we've all seen that video, we noticed that she did not care about his feelings. He was going to do what she wanted him to do, and that was going to be it. So I didn't appreciate that very much, but from it we can learn, and we understand that these strategies are effective and that these strategies are really beneficial and are going to create this bond with the children that is unlike anything else. So, and finally, the individualized intensive interventions. So this is, you have the positive relationship with the child as best as you can, that foundation. You have a great supportive classroom environment. You've made changes where you need to. You're thinking clearly about it. Just because we set it up and it looked perfect the first day, if something's not working, we got to change it. And you really feel confident with your social emotional teaching strategies. But something's still, it's just not connecting with that child. You're doing everything you can, but it's not working. So this is at the peak of the pyramid. That's when you might have to bring in a behavior specialist, or you're really doing everything that you can, bringing in the parents, talking to other staff in the school, trying to figure out, okay, I can't do this, but I need to help this child. Let's figure this out, and what kind of intervention can we give to this child? Obviously, their behavior is not something that they're going to grow out of. They need an intervention. What can we do? And that's where, everyone has to be on board for this part. With the class environment, you may not have the parents, or maybe not some of the other staff saying, hey, you might want to move this table over here. I would design the center differently. But this, at the peak with the individualized interventions, that's where you need to get everyone together. So the child is getting that intervention not only with you at the school, but in their after-school care program, with their soccer coach, with their parents and their grandparents, and wherever else they're going to be. Everyone is on board. Everyone knows, okay, this is what we're doing to help this child, and this is the goal that we're trying to meet. Any information gathered in this from observations is something that's really going to be beneficial to pass on with the child as they move on through the school, or even if they end up in a different school. Whatever happens, it's really important to pass this stuff on. That way everyone is aware the child has this behavior issue and here's what we're doing to fix it. I really don't think I could decide which level of the pyramid is most important. I think without any of them, you're not having the full pyramid. You're not getting a comprehensive philosophy, and I just don't think that it would be effective. What I do know is that the teachers, the school administration and staff, the parents or caregivers for the child, and anyone else who's working with the child, that is really what keeps this pyramid together. It's everyone working together, everyone's on the same page, all trying to benefit for this child and make the difference. So that's really what the most important part is. Thank you for listening.